Lena channel, and today is another vocab lesson that I want to show you is all the words that you can use to describe your jobs, to describe the type of jobs that you're doing. Alright, so let's do it. So there are 14 words that I want to show you today and how to use them. So remember to get your pens and your paper so you can take note at the same time so you can review it whenever you want. And of course, watch these videos over and over again until you remember them. Alright, the first one, of course, I'm sure everybody knows this one, is full-time job. Full-time, what does it mean? It means full all the time. So you work most of the time, you work most of every day in the week, minimum from 8 to 12 hours a day. So that's kind of job, you call it full-time job. If you have a lot of jobs and you work all the time, they don't really say full-time job. Full-time job is only one job and you work most of the time. And the second one is part-time jobs. This is where you're going to use if you have like a job at the restaurant, you have a job at school, you have also a job at a bar or something like that. Then all of them, they are part-time jobs. Part-time jobs, what does that mean? It means you worked maybe every morning, maybe every afternoon, every evening, or only in the weekend. So they call part-time job. So full-time 8 to 12 hours a day, part-time maybe 4 to 6 hours a day, and some days in the week only. You can study and work at the same times, or you can have a few jobs at once. So that is part-time job. The third one is what I'm doing right now is working from home. You can say work from home. I work from home at the moment. What does that mean? That means you do jobs where you can stay at home and work. For example, an IT guy or like a web designer or like a designer, something like that. Then you can work at home and you only need to go to the company maybe once a week, maybe once a month for a meeting, for a group meeting or something like that. Then that's a job, working from home. The fourth one is the freelance. You can call a person who's doing the freelance job is the freelancer. Freelance is the kind of job where you get the job yourself, you're looking for the customers yourself, you're not working for any particular company, you're not working under anybody's nose. For example, you are a photographer and you have your own Facebook, so you're looking for customers over Facebook or people contact you directly, and then you can agree to get a job or not. So that's the best thing about freelancer. They can, if they are busy, they will say, nah, I don't want the job. But if they are free, they have some time, then they say, yeah, okay, I'll take it. So yeah, if you want to work as a freelancer, then go get yourself some clients. Next one I want to talk to you about is a temporary employee. You know, employee is a staff, is a person who works in a company, works in an organization. But temporary, it means it's not forever. You might not have a job like tomorrow, but you might have a lot of jobs next day, so it's not really stable for you. People who get temporary job when they are not sure of their schedule either, and they are not sure if they want full-time job or part-time job, or they really want an opportunity in that company, so they just take anything that open. So they're just doing like one job in a week, 2 jobs in a week, and maybe they get another opportunity like with a higher position after that. So that's temporary employee. The next one is a consultant. Consultant is the kind of job where technically you don't have to do any work. You're just going to give people advice of how to do their work. It's a really wonderful job. If you know something really, really well, if you know a field really, really well, that you know all of the people related to that field, you know the pricing, and you know like the locations, or like what is the best time to do it, what is the best solution for each of the problem, then you can give people advice, and people pay you money to give them advice. And a person's doing that kind of job is called consultant. On the other hand, if a person is working, for example, they're building a house, they're building a building, a tower, or they're doing like a project, so they need to sign a contract to do their work, and the more contracts they sign, the more work they have. Those people, we call them contract laborer. So if you work under a contract only and not a full-time job, and you just get like a project at a time, another project, a project, then you are a contract laborer. Now, if you are a student that just graduated from university or from your master's degree, and now you're looking for a job that you're not getting paid yet, it's kind of like a trial for you to see if you like the company and for the company to train you to be a better staff. Then they call that is an internship program. Internship. So you can take an internship job, and then after a few months, if you like the company and if the company likes you, then you can sign a full-time contract to work with them. That's what internship means. You get training, you get lessons, and then you get used to the new environment, new company, and just to see if you are the fit for the company. And the next one, this kind of job is the one that I love. I love doing it. It's the volunteering job. I love doing social work. I mean, if you know me and if you know my English center before, then you know we're doing a lot of volunteer and charity work and activities. So if you love helping people and if you love to have like extra experiences in a lot of different fields, in cooking, in building, in associate with a lot of different people, in improving your communication skills, in traveling, then do volunteer work. It gives you the best experience ever. So volunteer work. And number 10th is shift worker. This is what I did before when I was a student in the UK. I worked in a lot of jobs. I was a waitress, I was a seller, I was an interpreter, but I don't work as a full-time job. I worked as a shift worker where they have the day shift, they have the night shift, they have the weekend shift. So you're going to choose which period of time you want to work. So that's what it is. Shift worker. The next two words that I want to show you is kind of like a slangs that you want to call your job. The first one is 9 to 5. It's the same like full-time job, but it's from 9 to 5. That means from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. It's kind of like the office hours that you worked. So 9 to 5 job. What are you doing? Oh, I'm working 9 to 5. That's how you're going to use it. And the second one is gigs. Gigs is how you call a job in musical industry. So for example, if you are a dancer or if you are a singer and you got a show next week to perform, you can say, yeah, I got a gig next week. Okay, so gig. The last two that I want to show you is how are you going to tell people when you are not having a job, when you are unemployed. It's really hard for you to say, yeah, I'm unemployed. No, there's a positive way, there's a nicer way for you to say it. You would say, oh, I'm job hunting right now. That means you are looking for jobs. At the same time, you are not having a job. So you say, I'm jobs hunting right now. You know hunting, right? Like, you go hunting, you shoot animals. So you sit in home, surfing internet, and you shoot jobs. So they will say, I'm jobs hunting right now. Or you just finished your previous job and now you're waiting to start a new job, or you're waiting to look for a new job. So you're in the stage where you have no jobs. Then you can say, I'm between jobs. That means you're waiting to get a new job, you're waiting to start your new jobs, and you're already finished with your previous job. That means you have no jobs. I'm between jobs. All right, that's it. That's 14 words that you can use to describe your type of jobs. If you want to know the details of each job, of how to describe a particular job, I suggest you to Google jobs description of, and then you read out the jobs. For example, job description of a teacher, job descriptions of an assistant. Then Google will come out the whole list of all the vocabs you need, of their day-to-day task, of the responsibilities and everything. Because it's gonna be really long for me to do in the video. Especially there are a lot of jobs, a lot of different fields. I can't cover all of them. So whatever you do, if you need the words for your job, then remember to Google job descriptions of something. If you like my video, then please subscribe, and don't forget to send me any requests that you want to learn, any questions that you are having. Then I will see you in the next video. Bye.